guys, hello there. I hope you can hear me. I am at I'm staying at a friend's and he's got the TV on, so I don't know if you can hear me very well, but I just felt inclined to do a video. So it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Also, it's a very stormy, windy day, so this even going to be more noise. But again, I just hope that you can hear me. And excuse how I look. Got eyeliner from last night coming down because I just watched Unrest and I cried a lot through it. I had tried to watch it about 6 months ago and I just couldn't. I don't know. I just couldn't deal with it. I think I watched about 5 minutes and then something happened yesterday. My mother needed something. Um, Basically, I had gone over there 2 days ago and I wasn't feeling that great. So going there took out a lot of energy from me. And my brother came over too. And it's funny because I had been away for a week. And in that time, I had a lot of quiet and a lot of peace and hardly anybody around. So it was really hard to go from that quiet back into life, city life, and talking to people and seeing people. Um, so my brother came over to my mom's and he was talking nonstop. I mean, it was normal. Everybody was just having a conversation, but it was overwhelming. And before that, my mom wanted to catch up with what she had to say, and then we were all talking, and I remember sitting there thinking, I don't know how much of this I can cope with, as lovely as it is, and also I wonder if this is really going to exhaust me. And I just kept saying to myself, I'm going to get really fatigued after my brother leaves. And funny enough, I did get fatigued for a while, but then that evening I had all this extra energy. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, where you may have no energy whatsoever for days, weeks, months, and then there will be one. Look at this. I've done one nail. Anyway, I just noticed that. I forgot about that. Yeah, and then there will be a moment, half a day, a few hours where you have all this energy and you just want to do everything because it's just great and it feels really elevated, and but there's just so much energy. And I wonder if that is actually too much energy, or is that what I'm normally like and I've forgotten, and in comparison to the fatigue I have, it just seems like it's too much. If anyone gets this and they know what it is and you experience it too, please do do let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about this one. Anyway, I'm rambling. What am I saying? Oh yeah. So anyway, came back from my mom's, very energized, had to force myself to calm. That's the storm, guys. Had to force myself to calm down so I get sleep. And so that was 2 nights ago. And then I was very fatigued yesterday and I couldn't really do anything. And I had said to my mom the day before that I might visit her either yesterday or today or Sunday. And I said it depends on my fatigue. So yesterday, she texted me in the morning asking if I was coming over and if I am, to get her something on the way. And I said, I'm not sure. I'm tired. And long story short, she took that like, oh, suddenly I'm tired, I don't have time to help her, whereas there seems to be times where I'm fine. And I mean, I read between the lines, she didn't say all this, but long story short, she didn't talk to me. it turned out that she got sick last night, so she was obviously ill and not feeling well. Um, so I think that probably was a factor as well. But I realized that I said in my, sorry, I've got all this pain. I realized that I said in my text that sorry, I'm tired, I can't come, but I could get my daughter to go around the corner and get you this stuff. It's no big deal. Um, but I used the word tired, and I realized that she would think that I'm just saying, oh, I'm just tired, oh, I'm just lazy, oh, I just don't feel like it, you know, that it isn't, oh, I'm going through, that I've got chronic fatigue. I can't even say I was going through a flare. I would say tired, but that's the wrong word, right? So what do you guys say when you can't move? It was actually a funny one yesterday because physically I couldn't do anything, but mentally I was aware, which is very rare. Usually I get both brain fog and the physical together. Anyway, excuse the way I look. It's 2 in the afternoon and I only brushed my teeth about half an hour ago. I guess I am tired. um, I just wanted to show you guys something. So I haven't brushed my hair or anything, but I just want to say that when I'm tired, say I have to go out or whatever. I mean, today I don't look so pale. Sometimes I look really pale. I just put some lipstick on, and right, and to me, I don't know, maybe it's my imagination, but to me, suddenly, hey, I look better. I look like I look less tired, and then people think, oh, she's fine. See, and I get to brush my hair. I would have put foundation on and everything, and I'd be like, hi everyone, I'm fine. And nobody would know the difference. And I'm just exhausted. Anyway, I wanted to catch you up because I haven't been on here for a long time and I apologize. It's because I'm staying with someone and it's really hard to film. And also, I get brain fog a lot, I get fatigue a lot, and it just takes me a long time to do things. And then by the time I do just the small things, I'm too tired to film. But since the last time I was on here, I actually went to my specialist again, and I actually got diagnosed with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. And they won't say it still that I've got Sjogren's. They just say you're likely to have Sjogren's only because they will only confirm it when they do the Shimmers test. And every time I go, they say this, but they never do it. And I said to her, could you just do it now, please? And she said that she couldn't because she didn't have the right equipment. So I have to wait till the end of May, and let's see if they remember. But anyway, there were a few things actually that I had wanted to talk about, which maybe I'll do in another video. I'm really sorry, but I'm already getting tired. But maybe I'll touch on a few things now. Yeah, I actually recorded my consultation, and I had Googled and I had read that it's not illegal to record your consultation with your GP or specialist or whatever, with your doctor, and that, sorry, brain fog. Yeah, it's not illegal, but it would be polite to ask them, just mention that, hey, would you mind me recording? Now, I have to say I didn't ask because I was so scared that they would say no, and then I wouldn't remember everything, I wouldn't take everything in, and I had a lot of questions. And I was just thinking maybe I should, what I'll do in my next video is tell you the questions I asked and the answers I got. I think that would actually make a very good video. So I will work on that and I will do that. But just one thing that I got from the session was that I asked her if the chronic fatigue was, this is such a bad angle, should I be going Anyway, I know I'm being vain, but seriously. Um, anyway, I asked her what if my chronic fatigue was coming from my Sjogren's or if it was coming from my fibromyalgia or both, or is it something separate? And she said, oh, fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue go hand in hand, and they're one of the same thing. So you can either say fibromyalgia or you can say chronic fatigue. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't believe that's so. I believe that when you have fibromyalgia, you get chronic fatigue. When you have Sjogren's, you can get chronic fatigue. I hear people saying that ME, stroke, chronic fatigue is a thing, that ME and chronic fatigue can go. Even that, I wonder if people with ME might disagree with them. So if anybody has fibromyalgia or just knows more medical things, do you call fibromyalgia also chronic fatigue? Is it one thing? There's so much for me to learn, and I just still can't get my head around so much. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because I can see that it's already 12 minutes, and I know that I maybe have rambled on a bit, but please do leave comments and let me know who you are, where you're from, what you're suffering with, or anything you'd like to share. Obviously, please keep it kind. Okay, take care, and I will do that video next. Okay, bye. Okay, so I just realized that the whole point of me telling you my mother's story and why I watched Unrest was because I was thinking of maybe getting her to watch it, but I wanted to see, because everybody says if somebody doesn't understand chronic fatigue, get them to watch Unrest. So I thought maybe I should do that, and that's why I ended up watching it. I just realized that I forgot to say that in the video. um, I think I will get her to watch it. Yeah, and I recommend, if you haven't watched it, to watch it. If you have people who don't understand chronic fatigue, to watch it. If you have ME, to have people watch it. It's definitely would be an eye opener to people. For me, I think the reason why I cried were many reasons, but one of them was because I just felt a lot of what she was going through. Um, I wouldn't say that I feel everything that everybody went through for sure, and um, my case is not as extreme. But when I have had flares where I haven't been able to move, um, I have had it badly. So it made me sad. It made me cry. I felt the pain. It reminded me of what I go through, and we all have different symptoms. We all have different degrees of them. We all have different lives. We all have different pasts. We have the before and the now. Some of us have had this for all our lives or from a very young age. Some of us have had this much later. Some of us have had a very active life before. And, well, it's just different for everyone, but I think we can all relate to definitely some of what is shown in that documentary. So yeah, it's very emotional. And then obviously then there were some things that I don't go through that I saw that again just I empathized, and I just felt so sad watching. It was hard, but I think a must watch. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna say bye again now.